Hello everyone, Brett back, high altitude scale modeling, back for part 5 of the B-17G build. Sorry I didn't do one last week. I was sick. Don't know what I was sick with. I just had a high fever. Then after it went away I had a cough. But we're back. As you can see, photo etch. So much photo etch I bought for this. It's taken a long time. But we're working on it, and while we're working on it, we're going to show you some other things, like resin guns. These are the Brazen B-17G guns that I'm going to put in it. Now the thing is, you have these guns, but on all this interior PE, you've got the baffles. You roll up and put on the kit guns, which don't look bad. These are the kit guns right here. They don't look bad at all. I did build up one of the resin guns, and I used one of these baffles for it. I slid it over the barrel. I still got to paint the silver and the gunmetal on it and weather it up. But if you compare the resin gun and the kit gun, pretty close to the same size, I think. The main body of the resin gun, you see how thick the main body is on there. And on here, there's the resin body. So you can see the resin body's not quite as thick as the kit plastic body. I don't know which is more authentic. I'll probably use a combination of the resin guns and kit guns. Now one thing that is a pain, you can see those are flat and they need to be rolled up. Like, here's one unpainted and rolled up. Now I found the easiest way for me to do that is cut one off, of course. Then I take my Tamiya file, and you can't really see it, but there's like little pieces on there, little bits of dangly photo etch sprue. I make that as smooth as I possibly can. Because obviously you don't want those little metal bits sticking out the end of your barrel. Both sides. Be careful because you don't want to bend it the wrong way. And I've got this Mission Models multi-tool for making PE cones and rolling up PE, and it's got this little tiny metal part on the end. So I stick this in the middle, as close to the middle as I can get, and I push down on it. And I wrap the whole thing around. As best as I can. And obviously it's too big to complete circle on there. Then I take it and I roll it between my fingers. My thumb and my index finger. Just like this. You can feel it getting around. And when you're done, got the complete round baffle. And then I just slide it over barrel like that, and I'll super glue it on and paint the whole thing. And I'll do that to all of them. So that's how I make these baffles round. It's a good handy little tool to have. You can also just find a small piece of metal or something round. But this rolls up all different sizes. You've got the numbers on there. 0.325 inches, 8.26 millimeters, 0.275, 0.225. This one doesn't have it on there, obviously. It's got it right here on the end of this. 0.047 inches, 1.2 millimeters. So it's a handy tool. I've never used it to make cones with yet, but I'm going to eventually have to give that a shot. It didn't cost much. I've had it for years though, so I think it cost $15 several years ago. So these guns have tiny PE gun sights. Tiny PE gun sights. Got one on the end, one on the main body. This part was already glued on to the one that's painted. Plus you've got the handle, the cocking lever, which is PE3, which is this one here. So it's going to take a lot of work to get these guns just right. And then some of them you've got to put in before you seal up the fuselage halves. Some you've got to put into the ball turrets. This one goes on top of here, which goes on this bulkhead right here across the top. So it goes out the top back window. You've got the plastic part here to put these two together, plastic part here to put those two together. Well, that SD card got full, so I had to switch over. I'm not sure how much time's left on this one. But we'll just keep going till we either run out of what we're doing or till we're done. So I'm going to keep working on photo etch. You know. Fuselage halves. Fuselage half. Got some nice detail and PE in it. Of course, it's going to have to be sprayed. And the part I'm going to work on, I had it all set up ready to go. Oh, I do have it set up ready to go. It's right here. I'm going to work on the nose part. This part will sit in here, which is this part right here. Told you this is probably going to take quite a while to do. At least 6 months, maybe as much as a year. So before I put any PE on there, I want to make sure that I get all the sprue gates off. So when I go to put it in, it fits okay. Okay, now you need 42, which is this round part here. Again, I'm going to go around, make sure I get all the little bits of metal off of here to make it good and round. Okay, for me when I'm doing bigger PE parts, I like to use Gator Grip Thin Blend, a perfect blend for photo etch, because I don't want it sticking so quick, because getting it off tends to bend it. If I super glue it, it sticks right away. Plus you can see there's holes here that need to line up these holes here. So when you put it on there, you want to make sure all your holes line up just like that. So another reason to use this, because if you get it wrong, you got wiggle time. I like wiggle time. So it's like that. The smaller angle goes to the front. Yeah. Get it on here. Get it turned. So I wouldn't be able to do this if I'd used super glue just now. In the center. Now I can see the holes lining up. Now for some reason this center hole isn't lining up, but maybe it's supposed to be that way because the other holes are lined up. So obviously this is going to have to be painted when we get around to painting it. You can see this is the front. This will go in here. Like so. And this will go in here. Oops. Knocked off a piece of PE. Just like that. Okay, let's get this back on there. That's why if you don't have a lot of patience, working with PE can really annoy the heck out of you. Perfect. Excuse me. Okay. Now you've got 43 that needs folded over and put on there, along with some handles. 43 is this part right here. And this is my favorite knife. It's a number 15 blade from Swan Morton. I like how it curves around, gives me a nice delicate cut for my photo etch. Now, these two parts are going to fold over. You've got to try and get that to curve the same as that, which is another good handy time to use this. So I would push down like that. Curve that over. Straight. And with my photo etch bending tweezers. I'll bend that over and that over with my finger. See how good my bend is here. And we've got a nice, even, curved around part. It's a little off right there near the top, but not bad. Now you can take your time and super glue the sides together, or if it's pretty even like that is, then I would just leave it off. This gets glued right here. Like so. And then we're going to glue the handles in. I'm going to glue the handles in after I get it painted. So, for this I will use super glue. I'm using Loctite Ultra Liquid Control. Put a dab on here. Put a dab right there. Got my little PE tool, my super glue tool, right there. Pick this up. See, these tweezers are a little too thick. They don't want to let go when they should. Okay. Got it on there. I'm going to move it just a little bit before it dries all the way. I want it lined up with these edges. And there you go. It's on there, ready to go. And 46. This part right here, it's going to go on the front right here. First thing, I'm going to make sure that's nice and sanded off, flat. Because it needs to stick flat on there. Okay, and it goes with the curved part in. So it goes in like that. Again, we're gonna, oops, almost messed that up. Super glue. Pick a pencil. Pick a pencil, held it perfectly in place. Move that to the side so everything can dry. Next is photo etch on top of the bottom sight, which is F44. F is right here, 44 is right here, And it's not painted, so we need to find out what color it's going to be. Paint it before we put the photo etch on it. So we'll do that one later. We're doing the guns later. On the back of this bulkhead, right here is this bulkhead. We need to put the PE part on there, which is this part, which also isn't painted. And then we're going to put all these other little boxes and stuff on there, which are colored. So we're going to have to paint this before we put those on, but let's get this on there. Now I like working on PE, which is why I can do this. If you don't like PE, you can skip over these parts until we get to the meat of the build. Or you can just do which parts of the PE you want to do. You don't have to use it all. I'm not going to be using it all. So this is going to sit right here. Nice and flat on there. Flush all around. Again, we're going to use this in case we need to do some moving. A generous dollop. Alright, had to change cards again. So, this is the door. The door goes here. We can put that on because that'll need to be painted too. Again, clean it all up. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. It sits right on there. So for this, I will use again super glue because it just needs to be on the edge right here. Sometimes these things don't want to cooperate very well because they're so thin. All right. Now, that's a colored piece. Let's see, 52. 52 is that. 33 is that. And 28 is... 28. 28's there. So, let's see with these tiny ones, how well they'll cooperate. I need that one. And I need this one. Okay. I hope you all have been building stuff, not just waiting on me. Because for me, this is much fun as it is showing you guys what I'm doing. I'm enjoying this. Some people say I'm crazy. How can you enjoy that? I spent most of my life working in training and being a teacher. Not a teacher, but for my jobs. So I've always had fun teaching people stuff. You want to make sure when you fold, you're with the line, because it is very thin brass and you will fold it wrong if you're not paying attention. So, it's folded like that, which of course I did it wrong. It needs to go the other way. And you only get maybe one chance to refold the right way before you break it off. So, try not to do what I just did and fold it wrong. Okay, this fold it like that. And these curve around. You notice I did that with my fingers because it worked better. Get nice. Fold all the way around. So this is going to attach to this, and you need a little tiny round piece of plastic in between. So sorry about that. Someone decided to call. So I need a plastic rod, and I had some sitting around here. Where did I put it? Because I was saving it for just something like this. Don't you hate it when those things happen? Prepare and you prepare, and when it comes time, poof, things vanish. Is it one of these? Nope. Nope. The chair needs to be in there. Alright, so we'll do that later after I get the plastic rod together. So, as you can see, lots of PE, lots of painting. I'll be working on that this afternoon. Got the inside of a door to do. Use a pen. What number is that? 30 and 31. 30 and 31. So what you're going to do is take your pen and you're going to circle it around there to make indentations on part 30, which is this one. And then you glue it to the top of 31. So it gives it some depth if you're going to put the door in like that. I haven't decided yet. Let's see. Gotta find the right. This was it. So, as you can see, these parts here are all colored PE. 15 is this one. 9 is this one, with a couple gauges on it. 40 is not color. 40 is the fire extinguisher holder. 2 is right here. 27 is right here. It's not colored either, but it's going to have 24 across the front of it. So we need to get all of this painted proper interior colors. So that's what I'm going to work on today. I'm not going to bore you with all the details. Thanks for watching. This is shorter than some of the other ones, but I want to get all this PE done without boring everybody so we can get to the meat of the build. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in a week. Please leave any comments below, and I hope you guys are enjoying your builds. Thanks, and have a good day.